Hey guys, how you doing today? I hope your week or weekend is going well whenever you happen to be catching this video. So what I'm going to be talking about today is that new iPad M1, and I really don't think a lot of people need to buy it. I mean, I just don't. I feel like a lot of us would be better served with a 1, 2, maybe 3-year-old iPad and save some money. So I'm here to kind of give that argument today and maybe help someone make a better buying decision. And of course, hopefully help them save some money and show them why an older iPad may fit their needs just as well. Now, if you like tech videos like this, occasionally music festival reviews, and of course, I'm going to be getting into music tech eventually, please like and subscribe. I'd love to have a part of the team, you know what I mean? And to see you guys every week in the comments, it'd be awesome. I do my best to get on here every week, though I do have, dips where I can't make it because I work a couple jobs, and hoping down the road this will become my second job or my full-time job, and then I'll be on here all the time. Okay, let's get to it, guys. Okay guys, so let me start off by saying that obviously the new iPad is very powerful. You can do some incredible things. I get it. So I mean, for anyone who's a fanboy getting mad in the comments right now, look, I'm not saying you shouldn't buy the new iPad if you have that money to spend. What I'm saying is most of us, whether you're from the average onlooker online to that person who's always on social media, or that person who's just mostly using it to watch movies on, you really don't need to spend that extra money. You can cut back to the previous year or even maybe a couple years back. Buy an iPad that will run really smooth. It will be on the most modern software. It will handle all your needs well, and you could save yourself a whole lot of money. One of the big things it has are the fact that it has that new M1 chip, really powerful chip, tears through 4G, right? I mean, it's just a ridiculous beast of a device, right? And so I get it, right? I understand that that's a really tantalizing thing to see, but just remember though, go back 1 year, go back 2 years. What happened? It was already ripping through 4G, right? It was already a ridiculously powerful thing. They've been saying for years that we need more professional apps to call it something a pro, right? So when you have an iPad Pro and it's just doing the same thing it's been doing for years, it's not something I think you need to spend your money on. Now, when you do buy a cheaper iPad, right, like a few-year-old like one maybe last year or the year before that, you're gonna save yourself a lot of money. Now think of what you can do with that extra money, right? Just say you save yourself $300. $300, you could get that magical keyboard if you want, right? Or maybe you could get a aftermarket Magic Keyboard plus the Apple Pencil, and then boom, then you have a way better package out off the gate, right? Then you have everything, all your needs taken care of for your iPad for anything you want to do on it. And so you're kind of covered in one shot. Versus if you go out and buy the brand new one, you're gonna end up spending, probably a minimum of $400 more, maybe less. I don't know, maybe someone at a store, but for the most part, you're gonna be spending more, right? And it's only good for certain people. Now, who are those people in my opinion? So if you're a person that is just pixel peeps, maybe you have an OLED TV at your house and you're just obsessed with that image, yeah, buy that top of the line iPad. It's gonna make total sense, if you're a spec guy, you just need specs, for no apparent reason, just to have them. Obviously, like say you need that 16 gigabytes of RAM to run your Facebook at the top speed. I guess that's for you, right? I mean, you want to feel it. It's that flex move, when you're telling your friends, I got that 16 gigabyte iPad. What you know about it? Those kind of things. I mean, definitely for you. Now, one thing I could say that if you find it on a sale that would be appealing for the masses is that wide-angle camera that keeps you in central focus, or if someone walks into view, it even expands out more, right, and it catches that person into focus, right? I think that's a really cool feature because I mean, I've had more than a few holidays where I've had to spend it away from my family because I had to watch the house while the rest of the family was away. And yeah, that would really kind of make my experience more enjoyable. Instead of me having them see me walk in and out of the camera would follow me around. That seems pretty cool. But is it, $300-400 cool? Not really. I mean, when it comes down to it, I'd probably just get a 2018 iPad, first generation of that style from the front. I don't know very many people that use their iPad as a camera, so those cameras in the back to me mean absolutely nothing. And I think from a lot of people, they just don't mean too much. I mean, because most people, aren't running around taking the pictures with their iPad. Now, there's a few. I've seen them on occasion. It looks kind of funny, but I definitely have seen it. But for the most part, they're not. But now, as far as like the artwork you can do on there and the digital processing and all that image work, you can do that on all the iPads. I mean, and so the difference in speed between even from 2018 to now, yeah, it's gonna be, you're gonna see it, but it's not like groundbreaking differences where you're like, oh my God, it's so slow. You're not gonna be thinking that. And so I feel like you could save some money and get yourself a whole package of a device versus, you know, buying a brand new device, and maybe your budget is the exact price of that iPad, right? If you buy a used device, you can get a whole package with everything you need at the same value, and it will definitely fit your needs. Versus if you buy just the new M1 iPad, you're probably just going to be stuck with that device and you're going to have to wait around, save up some more money, you know, and like I said, you'll be happy with the experience, but you're going to be paying for something that, you know, you're not going to be using. Now, this may all change, of course, coming next month when they do their online event, right? Well, I mean, coming very next few weeks actually coming with the online event, because basically we'll see, right? I mean, we'll see with this June event, basically, if they push out the apps where we take advantage of this iPad power. I mean, if they do that, then I'll have different thoughts on the iPad Pro and the M1 chip, because if they start, you know, having real digital editing programs on there, right? You know, that really take advantage of that power, real computer programs on there take advantage of that power, especially now that, you know, the Apple computers and the iPad are sharing that same chipset. There's no reason why those programs can't be ported over. If that happens, my opinion will change. I will say, hey, now that Pro iPad is worth it. But at the same time, I don't see most of these companies, if they make that port, making it only for the M1 chip, because I mean the M1 chip is a progression of the chips that are already in the iPads, and I feel like they'll still let the old iPads run it unless they put some trigger in the App Store saying, you know, have to have M1, which is possible. I mean, I've seen companies do that before, so it is possible, but that's the main reason. Okay guys, so to wrap this up, I will say, unless you're, you know, following a couple of categories, you can probably save a lot of money and have a much better overall experience by buying an iPad that's a few years old. Number one, if you're a person that needs that 1,000,000:1 contrast ratio, maybe you're an OLED fan, you know, you just can't look at anything else, it's probably worth the money to spend extra money on get that new iPad for you, get that top of the line, right? You know, if you're a person that maybe does a lot of long distance calling to your family, you know, I mean, and you also have a big family of your own that you want the camera to be able to track, that feature might be worth it to you. I mean, because the fact that it follows you, it keeps you in the center and then adds anyone else who walks into the picture as well, that might be a great feature for you. But for everybody else, it just makes a lot more sense, I believe, to get an iPad that's a couple years old, you know, mainly for the fact that you can just get yourself an entire package, you know, for that same price as buying a new one. You could buy an iPad plus, you know, maybe a Magic Keyboard and an Apple Pencil all together. Save yourself a bunch of money, have a much better overall experience with the product, and because Apple has incredibly long time of support, I mean 5-6 years even, right, of support for their products. Even if you buy a device that's 2 years old, you're still gonna get 3 years support, right? So you have nothing to worry about on that front. Of course, like I said, this could all change next month. If they suddenly come out next month and announce much more professional apps to handle all this power, my opinion would definitely change, because then I would see it as a device that has the power and has the programs to put that power to use. But that's not the case right now. Now, if you guys agree, please hop in the comments. I would love to hear your opinion. You know, if you guys done this before, I mean, when new iPads come out, have you bought an older iPad and just kind of and then packaged it up with other things because now you have that extra money? If you have, please share that story in the comments. I mean, the more we share with each other, the more we learn. You know, we got to make us all better shoppers out there and you know, to take advantage of things. But until next time, guys, you know, if you haven't subscribed, by the way, please like and subscribe, be part of the team. You know what I mean? Because I mean, that's what makes us grow. I would appreciate the support. I'm a small YouTuber still trying to grow. But like I always say, guys, if you happen to see me out there at the bar, I'd love to share a drink with you. I mean, I'm a social guy. I love meeting new people. But until then, I'll see you guys. Bye.
But everything is not enough.